Hey everyone, welcome to episode 10 of the BowhuntingAZ podcast. In this episode, I talk with Mike Ornoski from Christian Hunters of America. Formerly known as Desert Christian Archers, started in 2001, Christian Hunters of America sought to create community and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ through seminars, mentored hunts, and community service. With over 40 years of hunting experience, Mike is a wealth of knowledge. Mike also holds a position as Cabela's pro staff and can often be found passing on the tradition of outdoorsmanship at local workshops that Cabela holds. Let's jump on into today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 10 of the BowhuntingAZ podcast. We're out here today podcasting from Cabela's in Glendale, Arizona, and I'm here with Mike Ornoski of Christian Hunters of America. We're going to talk a little bit today about Mike, his personal hunting endeavors, and his involvement with Christian Hunters of America. So welcome, Mike. Thank you for meeting me out here today.
It's exciting to have you.
I appreciate it.
It's fantastic.
So tell us, you started Christian Hunters of America back in 2001, is that correct?
Correct. Well, I actually started as Desert Christian Archers.
Okay, that's right.
So back in 2001, our founder, Dick King, had a passion to start bow hunting and Christianity. Mm-hmm. So he approached the church, Calvary Chapel, which is our home church, that we have all of our seminars right now.
Yep.
And so he started it with 3 people. Then over time, over the next 12, 15 years, we kept growing and growing. And about 2.5 years ago, we felt that it was time to expand our knowledge from the bow hunting community. Yeah. And let's actually reach. What we realized is through all of our hunting, our seminars, and everything that we did, it was about all hunters. Yeah. And what we didn't want to do was just limit ourselves, saying, hey, we're just archers. We only have a bow and arrow. Yeah. Because then you get conflicts. Hey, are you an archer? Are you just doing recurve? Are you doing a compound? Hey, wait a minute, why are you going to allow crossbow guys? So what we realized, and God kind of laid it on our heart, was let's leave our legacy of Desert Christian Archers who we are, and let's rebrand to Christian Hunters of America, because we represent all hunters and all Christian men across the United States. So perfect. Let's talk a little bit about your personal hunting life, and then we'll jump over to Christian Hunters of America even more. So how originally did you get started in hunting? Do you remember what year? I was probably, I was little, and so my dad was just one of those casual hunters. Yep. He had put in for his deer tag, and then if he got it, then we wouldn't do anything. Then on that weekend, all his buddies would show up and we'd go out. Yeah. And I remember kind of following along as at that age. But my uncle, I remember he got me a 22 and said, "Hey, we're gonna take you out there." And he started taking me around. And I remember distinctly, I shot my first cottontail, and I was so excited, And we got it and shot it. And then what I didn't realize is I was using my 22 as an old marlin. I was using it as a cane. I was 5, 6 years old, and it was full of sand. Then he taught me how to skin it, and then of course as soon as we threw it on the grill, I went to grab it and it fell in the ashes and watched it burn up. But I always, since I was little, I loved the hunting. So
And where was that? Was that here in Arizona?
That was in Arizona. So I'm born and raised. Third generation. So actually, my grandma moved here in the early 20s.
Yeah.
So
not a whole lot of that.
No, so it's pretty cool. So I grew up watching the whole transformation of Phoenix. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So then who originally introduced you to hunting? You said it was your dad and your...
My dad, my uncle. Okay. My Uncle Mark.
Perfect.
So, yep.
And then what is your best hunting memory of all time?
I have so many. I mean, I look at every hunting scenario that it's just, I cherish it. Yeah. But looking back, I would go back to October of 2014. Okay. What I didn't know at the time is my son had a youth deer hunt in 19A. Mm-hmm. He shot a really nice 3-point, and it was his biggest buck to date, and it was just exciting. Yeah. But what I didn't know is 2 months later, he'd be diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3 cancer. And then we had started our journey of him, going through treatment. Yeah. So when I look back, kind of seeing that him healthy. Yep. And I look back, and he actually was diagnosed with cancer. He had cancer in his body at that time. Wow. And so I kind of look at that, and that deer was mounted. It was kind of cool that we mounted that deer. I look at that deer. Yeah. Then to do the follow-up side, he did 8 months of treatment, January all the way through August of chemo and radiation. Yeah. And he was gifted a transfer, an elk tag, based on, since he had a terminally illness. Right. Then he was able to shoot a bull elk with his crossbow. So, I kind of struggle with both of them, because I have the front end where, before he's, then to see the back end that he still had the interest. Yeah. So. But for me, it's spending the time with my family.
Absolutely. And those are the best memories too, definitely. And that's what's so great about this industry and everything is, we're able to create that, and it really does draw us together even closer. Yeah. Bow guy or a rifle or both?
I am a bow guy at heart. Okay. So back in the 90s, I really switched to archery. I mean, that's all I did was I archery. and that was just my focus. I probably, I don't know, I'd say 99 to 2012, I would say, was strictly archery. Decided to kind of get back into it because my kids were into rifle hunting, so I started to rekindle that fire.
Yeah.
So I've done a couple leftover deer tags. Then last year I actually applied for a rifle deer hunt for the first time since the 90s, and it was a December hunt that I had a rifle, and it was actually pretty enjoyable. So, but I love archery. I mean, that's what I live for.
Yeah. I got a rifle tag this year too. I just got drawn for 21.
21?
So,
Whitetail or mule deer?
Mule.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
So that'll be November. It's actually my birthday week, which makes it even sweeter.
Oh, man, that's great. We'll have to help you out on that one. We got some.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Spots, so.
How often are you able to hunt?
Normally I hunt a lot. So I mean, the cool thing is my wife is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes she says she's a widow to a hunter. But
I send my wife a lot of those memes.
Yeah.
That says I'm for the next couple months, like you're pretty much just
but
gone.
she is such a good sport, and we have that balance. And she knows I love it and something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah.
But I hunt pretty much year round. I mean, I truly love it. So I mean, when January comes, it's all about archery deer and javelina.
Yeah.
Then we do mentor javelina camps in February. Then my kids get tags.
Okay.
Then we love turkey hunt. So when I draw a tag here, my kids draw them here.
Yep.
Then I have a friend that he was on the board of directors for Desert Christian Archers, retired military, moved to Texas. So he's got a ranch now. So the last 4 years, it's like come out, we stay, and it's just turkey hunt, and that's so much fun. Yeah.
I've heard so many great things about Texas, man. It's just got to be awesome.
But you don't want to live there. I mean, it's great to go because I think about it that you'd only be able to have that ranch to hunt. You just have that property.
Right.
Where here you can go in the high desert, low desert, pines. There's so much more opportunity. So I think I would probably get bored with it.
Yeah.
So it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice not being stuck to one thing, and Arizona being so diverse, we can kind of jump around and do whatever. So, what is your preferred game?
Tough decision. As a hunter, you love all of it.
Yeah.
And I look back, and probably my favorite one would be a bull elk.
Okay.
And the only reason why is I've applied every year for bull elk since I was 10. Mm-hmm. But my problem is I always want to shoot a big bull.
Yeah.
And so I went from 10 to almost since 2012, I had 3 bull tags.
Oh, wow.
Because I was put in for high quality, high trophy elk, and I wanted to experience that.
Yep.
But then it was just so much fun, I kind of missed it, so I said, I want to do it one more time.
Yeah.
But then 2 years ago, I drew one of those leftover. There was only 2 tags in 5A.
Yeah.
And it was a cow tag.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I had so much fun chasing. I mean, I was hunting cows, but I was chasing all these bulls.
Yeah.
And then it was like no pressure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does that double up too as a good scouting?
I mean,
kind of give you an idea.
I learned some spots
Sure.
that I never knew in 5A that now I'm like, if I get that tag,
you're like, I know.
Because I was on like a 360 bull, and I'm like, there's nobody here hunting this bull, and I was chasing him for 4 days just because I didn't want to shoot a cow because I was enjoying doing. But then javelina, I'm a javelina guy. I've shot close to 30 javelina, mostly with my bow, and there's nothing about hunting javelina with the bow and arrow. It's just so much fun. So.
What do you do with them? How do you cook yours?
So I make jerky. So everything I do is I make custom jerky.
Okay.
So with the jerky, what we do is we grind them up. We add some beef fat or beef pork.
Yep.
And we basically make hamburger jerky out of it.
Okay.
And so we'll make the whole pig into jerky.
Okay.
Then I give it away. And then at our javelina, we actually do a javelina mentor through Christian Hunters of America.
Okay.
So this year I took all the jerky mix.
Okay.
And then we harvested, I think, 11 or 12 javelina.
Nice.
And as people brought them in, we'd teach them how to butcher them. We'd cut them up. I brought the grinder. I brought the beef fat.
Perfect.
And they got to take home beef jerky with them. So
nice.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sort of a, what's it called? Field to table?
Yep,
the whole,
exactly.
The whole nine? Or field to fork, sorry.
Yep, exactly.
What is your dream hunt?
A dream hunt?
Yeah.
Since I was little, just reading, the Outdoor Life magazine stuff was Alaska.
Okay.
Someday I'm going to go to Alaska, and I'm going to experience everything Alaska has to offer.
Yeah.
So, I guess part of it is I could have went probably 6 or 8 different times.
Okay.
But then, as you get married, you get young kids. My focus was I love hunting. I'm going to focus on Arizona to do all my hunting.
Yeah.
And then when my kids are done and they're graduated from college, and I'm just at that Peter point where I think Alaska's within the next 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So, because I want to do it right. I don't want to just go. I want to plan and do it right.
I've heard most of those hunts too that are out there, people take like almost 30 days sometimes to do them. So I mean,
and that's my plan is I want to do a 30-day where I'm fishing and hunting and just and suck it all in.
Yeah, I mean, other than hunting in Alaska, another coveted thing is salmon. I would love to go salmon fishing there.
Yeah, it does.
And just have it right then and there and eat it on spot. That'd be so great.
So I'm going to be doing that. I'm right there on that crust. So
nice. I can't wait to hear about that.
Yeah.
What does hunting and conservation mean to you?
to me, hunting and conservation, it goes parallel to each other, because without hunting and then without conservation, there is no hunting, there is no conservation.
Yeah.
And I think what people don't realize, it's the individuals that are like hunters. We have these nonprofit organizations, all these different hunting organizations. They're about, they're in the name of like the Mule Deer Association, the Elk Society, you have the Quail Society, you have all these different associations. What we don't realize is that they're a specific to raise money for that animal. What we don't realize is all the domino effects that it does for all the other wildlife. So we're just coming out of this drought, and you see what the Mule Deer Association is doing, and the Elk Society with hauling water. That is impacting all wildlife, right? If it's birds, lizards, reptiles. I mean, it's just your deer, your turkeys. I mean, people don't realize that. So when I look at the conservation, it's about respecting, what God's given you as the gift to manage his animals. And part of what we're doing is through the Arizona Game and Fish Farms, they do a very good job is managing that. We take the wildlife that need to be taken, but also allow them to grow and to succeed.
Absolutely. It is great too, the domino effect. I saw some trail cam footage that showed the elk coming and getting the water and everything, but then there was coyote, there was bear, there was a bunch of other animals that were all drawn to that. They need it terribly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you feel hunting ties in with your Christian faith?
To me, my Christian faith is my foundation for everything I do. Being saved right after, right as I was graduating high school, it's like a paradigm shift. It's like you get this new opportunity, and it makes you realize what's important. And that was really brought forth when my son was diagnosed with cancer. I mean, I think when you have that decision, the doctor comes to you, your son's sick, and you're thinking, it's a flu or something. All of a sudden they're saying, hey, he's got cancer, and it's throughout his neck, chest, stomach area. I mean, I don't know how people deal with that without faith. So when I think about the hunting and how it relates, to me, hunting is so universal and so many people like it, but there's a lot of people that have faith, through Christianity that are hunters. Then we have a whole bunch of people that they're outdoors, is their Christianity, is their God. And so what we've done through Christian Hunters America is we have found a target of people that love hunting. We offer hunting seminars, we do all of these things to impact the lives of people. So they're drawn to us through Christian Hunters America because they want knowledge. And the cool thing is there's a lot of great individuals as part of Christian Hunters America that are highly successful, great hunters, and people want to hear them talk. But what they realize is we are people that are men of faith, women of faith. We have kids that are part of it, and we're there not to judge, and we're here to give them information, but also love on them. And I remember doing a time here, I was teaching classes, and I was called out by this individual saying, hey, I see you're part of this Christian Hunters America. I'm an atheist. Are you going to accept me to your meetings? I'm like, absolutely. And she called me out in front of everybody. And I said, I'd welcome you to come to every seminar, and you come to our stuff. You will not feel like you're being crammed down your throat. We're here, we're going to present, and we're going to do it in a respectful and an honoring way. And now she's been to our last 3 mentor camps.
Nice.
It's cool to see that whole transformation of based on seeing what they're seeing is they want to be it. Then we had another one that did the same thing and started coming to meetings and a major life. And I got a text, hey, Mike, would you pray for me? I would have never thought this person would be. But they know that we're consistent. We have a foundation. It's not about us. It's about the bigger picture. So it's pretty awesome. And that's why, for me, Christian Hunters America is so important and so vital in my life. Because we can use the Christian Hunters America to impact the individuals for life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell us about an encounter, revelation, or experience that you've had with God while you're out hunting.
All the time.
I mean, there's tons of them.
There's time, and it's just, and I think sometimes we get so focused on everyday life, doesn't it? Especially when we're hunting, sometimes we take it so personal, we're so focused. At work, we're doing the same thing, and in our personal lives, we're driving down the road. And I think sometimes what I've learned as I get older, I think when I was younger, in my 20s, I climb every mountain, I do everything. 30s, I started slowing down. Now that I'm in my mid-40s, it's like I slow down, and now I'm noticing things all around me, which before I was so focused on whatever, say it's a coos deer, I love hunting coos deer. I know where that coos deer is. Now I'll take time, and I'll just take a half hour and say, I don't care about that deer, I don't care what I'm doing. And I'll just sit there and reflect, and just as the sun's coming up, it's crazy that I can detach from it. And I carry a small little Bible, and I'll just get in God's Word and just give Him the glory. And all of a sudden, it's like my whole day just changes, and animals start showing up, and it's just a weird thing. And I think that's part of the revelation that I had is knowing that He is the creator of all things. He created everything for us, for our enjoyment, and for His glory. And we just have to take a minute back, and I look at the hunting side of it is it relates to everything we do.
Yeah.
You know, from spending time with our family and kids. Sometimes I can go back to my 20s and I left my wife and kids and because I wanted to go shoot an animal, and that was the focus. And there's some of those times that I lost that opportunity where I was out in the field where I should have been home taking care of my kids.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's
good.
Awesome. Well, what is some advice that you would give to some of the young or newer hunters that are coming up into the industry? Maybe they're just getting started out. They don't know really where to start, or they need some very impactful advice, especially from a guy like you that's had a lot of experience and stuff. What would you like to say to any? And you deal with that a lot too, because you do the mentor stuff.
We do a lot of mentor hunts. We take a lot of new people. One of the things that we do is we love to take new people out. I think the number one thing is just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Slow down, have fun, enjoy it. I mean, it's funny, they want to come in and they want to shoot something. You know, that's what they want to do. And we have to take a step back saying, we want to shoot something too. And let's enjoy the time. Let's teach you how to do something. Let's slow down and let's teach you how to glass properly. Let's teach you how to scout. If you're looking at this mountain, where are you going to start on the mountain? Where are you going to start glassing from? If you're going to look on a maps and Google Earth, where are you going to start to figure out where you're going to go? So I think part of it is to slow down, get rid of that pressure, and say, just enjoy it. And then the other part is when you finally go do it on your own, because I've had phone calls, man, I'm out here, I'm not seeing nothing, I'm getting frustrated. So I'm like, wait, time out, slow down. Why are you out there? Because you're there to enjoy it and to learn. You're going to make mistake after mistake after mistake. So go do it. And if you think you made a mistake, now learn from it. Now take that, and over time, you're going to keep building up. And that's the biggest thing is people get so frustrated because they want to be, like I was the same way. When I was in my 20s, I wanted to be able to walk up like my one older buddy. There was like a mentor at the time, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna sit down in this truck, and he's gonna glass up 20 deer to my one deer. You know, and there he goes. Hey, got another one now. I'm getting frustrated. But now I've learned is slow down, take your time, enjoy it, and if you're not enjoying it, then leave. Go do something else. Because you got to enjoy it. And why is there so much pressure to shoot something? Whatever, you're out there to enjoy it, and if you shoot some, that's just a benefit. You know, it's exciting. So
absolutely. What is one of the biggest hurdles that you've encountered in your hunting or archery career? Has it been an injury, target panic, or just something else that's kind of popped up as been an obstacle or something you've had to overcome?
I would say that I think it starts with everybody and everything, no matter what we do. So when I look at hunting and the conservation and what we do, I kind of relate it to everyday life. It affects all of us. And I think if you're a certain type of person at work, you're going to be the same person hunting or whatever the endeavor is. And when I think about it is having confidence in whatever you're doing. I mean, I've been around people they're the doubting Thomases, in the world, and they're always questioning and doubting, and they don't understand what they're doing. And I think as I was growing through the hunting, is having the confidence saying, if I don't see nothing, it's okay. But when I'm ready to go hunt something and I find an animal, to have the confidence saying, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to be successful, and if I don't, being okay with it. So I think it's that balance of confidence, saying that I'm okay with myself, and I don't need to have it's this other image that there's so many people that are doing things to impress people that really don't even like them or they don't even know. So they have this image, I got to do all this and this to post this picture to impress people that I really don't even care about. So I think stepping back is understanding that you're going through this time, and it's about me, myself, and I, of the enjoyment and doing it. And if I'm successful, that's great. And that's where that confidence comes in, and not worry about, hey, I shot a spike this year. I mean, I did that 3 years ago. It was an archery deer. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shoot a spike. And I passed, that whole year, I passed up 90-inch coos deer, and I am shooting a spike mule deer because I was coming to the end of the year, and I wanted to have meat to make jerky, and I enjoyed it. And part of it is that spike was a challenge because it was spot stock, and I glassed him, and he was giving me the slip. Then I became focused. I'm like, all right, deer. And I spent the day hunting that deer. And I think part of it is being content with yourself, and I think that's the transformation, is the confidence in yourself. No matter what you're doing, is you're doing it because it's what you want to do, not based on an image you're trying to have impress somebody.
Absolutely. Let's talk in detail about Christian Hunters of America, and we'll kind of transition out over to that. How many seminars on average are you holding a year? It looked like about 4, but then you have some other kind of meetings thrown in there too. It's on top of that.
So we meet the third Tuesday of every month. So every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, we're there at 6 o'clock. The doors open up. We have a meeting. So we do 4 major seminars. So coming up this Tuesday, the 17th of July, we have our elk hunting seminar. So that's our largest event. It's actually the largest event in the state of Arizona.
Wow.
So we bring bring upwards of 1,000 people, between 800 to 1,000 people that come to hear about elk hunting. So we'll have vendors there. We think we have 6 or 7 conservation groups that are parallel with us: the Arizona Elk Society, Mule Deer Association, Quail Forever, Predator, PBI. They're going to be there. We have a bunch of other vendors that are going to be there. So we actually line up all these vendors. It's all free, so anybody can come. Then we have a speaker that teaches them on how to do elk hunting. On top of that, we do a predator seminar every year. We do a turkey hunt seminar, and we do a javelina seminar. So that's our 4 major ones. Every other year, we'll throw in a deer one in the fall. But what we found out is once we get done with our elk seminar in July, from August, September, October, it is core hunting season. And everybody's hunting, and it's tough. So we try to do everything from January to July. So then in June, we're very family oriented. We love the wives and kids. We have a lot of engagement there. So every June we do a ice cream and pizza party. So it's basically Christian Hunters of America has it. We'll have 50 to 80 people show up, all their families, and we provide all the food. And it's just like a social for all of our families. Then in Christmas we do a potluck. So we do the same thing. We provide the main meal. It's a potluck. Then we do a white elephant. Everybody brings gag gifts, and it's fun. Then between that we have different smaller ones. We usually have between 25 and 40 different members that'll come. We usually have a Bible study that's based on a Bible study, the need. And we talk about issues that's within Game and Fish. So like just recently we had the trail cam issue. So that was, we actually were one of the organizations that went and spoke against it. So we actually talked at one of our meetings, gave all the backgrounds, and kind of took a vote and got the advisement from our members, say, hey, what do you guys think on that? And so a lot of it is we do about a half hour of just what's going on in the industry, kind of bring awareness. In the fall time, we have people bring in their tags. Hey, what tag you get? Bring in your maps, and we're sitting there helping them basically e-scout, helping them out and giving them advice and things like that. So every month we have a meeting. That's the kind of cool thing about our organization too, is every month there's a meeting. If you want to show up, you're welcome to come and be part of it. So
awesome. So the free elk seminar is this Tuesday, July 17th. For those who didn't hear that, 5 p.m. It's at the Calvary Community Church on I-17. It looked like you guys are going to have some barbecue there too, maybe?
We're going to have a barbecue, So we got Fathead's Smoked Barbecue. So this is one of our members who been smoking his whole life, started a small company. So he's coming, and he's going to have a smoker set up at 6 a.m. And he's going to be smoking all day right in front of the seminar. And for the first 400 people, it's $10 a plate, and you're going to be able to buy. So we have dinner provided. So that way, if you're coming early, you don't have to worry about getting dinner. We have that available there. Plus, we'll have sodas and drinks and things like that. So.
And on top of that, you'll got the silent auction. Off the top of your head, do you know how many different things you have roughly?
Right now, we are approaching 70 items. Right before I came, I think we were at 65 items. Flatline maps, kind of cool. Everybody's heard about flatline maps. I just got an email from them today. Follow up with a phone call. So they just donated 12 flatline maps with the downloads. So you get the map plus the download of the unit to go onto your iPad. And we got 12 of those. So we're going to be building auction items for those. Right now, we got we're so blessed when we look at what the industry has done. And most of our stuff are people that are reaching out to us. I mean, it's kind of cool to see these people say, hey, we believe in your mission. We see what you're doing for conservation through impacting of individuals. I think that's what kind of separates us from all the other, is they're all animal specific. We're about impacting individuals. And like yesterday I got a call. I said, hey, I actually got a friend request because I saw some of the postings, and it turns out we knew each other because Pope and Young, I don't know if you knew this, but Pope and Young had their convention here at the Point Top of Teal Cliffs about 5 years ago. First time in Arizona they ever had it. So Pope and Young contacted Desert Christian Archers, and we were the host. We basically were the host. We hosted the whole thing. So he came from California to host it, and he was part of Pope and Young. But he just moved here and said, hey, I'm actually a taxidermist. Can I donate a Coues deer or mule deer mount to you? So we just put that up. So it's just cool to see the industry kind of get back to it. But we got guided deer hunts, turkey hunts. We got binoculars. We got all kinds of great stuff for you.
Absolutely.
I love all these kids. I'm sure you guys can all hear the kids, but they're Cabela's. We're here at Cabela's, and they're getting ready to have a huge kids thing. And to me, it's exciting having the kids around us because that's what Christian Hunters is about is our kids. So.
That's how this is all going to continue without the next generation coming in. This all goes away. And it stops. And so
and that's what's kind of neat about Cabela's right now is since the merger and with their new marketing manager, Brittany, she's done a really good job of just getting the kids programming and bringing the families in. To say, hey, get them off the video games, get them out of the house. Let's talk about conservation. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And huge thanks to Cabela's for letting us be here and do this. Your presenter this year is Wayne Carlton. Can you tell us a little backstory quickly on him?
So Wayne Carlton, I mean, anybody that's been a hunter their whole life, they probably heard of Wayne Carlton. He's world renowned in my opinion. I mean, he's an icon.
Yep.
Another man of faith, great Christian man. And through one of his friends, he actually has known about us for quite some time. And he's getting older, and he's in the later stages, you know, as we're all going to get at some point.
Sure.
And this was a thing that was partnered to saying, hey, I would love to come down, volunteer, and donate my time.
Yeah.
And I would love to come and be part of your organization to, you know, and do a seminar. So what's neat too is we have Corky Richardson, who's done our last, seminars for the last 4 years. So they're going to be up on stage, kind of helping each other. So Wayne's going to be doing a lot of the partnership back and forth, and so it's going to be pretty awesome. The kids keep coming up. I'm loving it. Yeah, we're filming it. Yep.
No worries.
They're on live right now. That's all right. No problem.
So you've got monthly events every third Tuesday of the month, and those are at 7 p.m.
So all of our meetings start at 7 p.m. We're there by 6 o'clock. Usually people are starting to arrive at 6:30. And they're welcome every month that we have a meeting. They're welcome to just come and show up, and we always have something for them. So. And
do you guys just kind of share between each other, or do you have a speaker?
Yep.
How does that go about?
So a lot of it is we have different members that'll lead whatever the discussion is. We have one of our president, Dave Meyer. He's very involved with Game and Fish.
Yeah.
So he brings a lot of Game and Fish news, a lot of insight stuff. About once a year, Game and Fish will actually come to us when they're thinking about something. Nice. And they'll actually come and present to us and, hey, we have this idea.
Sure.
We're coming to the organization to kind of get the word out. Can you help us get the word out?
Yeah.
So we have different speakers that kind of do that stuff. And we've had people come and do mapping things with us. We've had people bring in their calls. So then we have members that come in and they draw their first tag. So they say, hey, bring all your maps, and we do a map seminar.
Nice.
And we've done first aid, safety.
Okay.
We do backpacks. Hey, what do you put in a backpack? So everybody will bring their backpacks and we show you.
Yep.
So it's a lot of the community stuff. So.
I just bought a new pack, so I'm about to do a what's in my bag kind of thing.
Exactly.
Get it all resituated. You gotta. It's funny how fine-tuned you can get with just a simple backpack and everything.
Well, that's the other part. It's another lesson learned when you're younger.
Yeah.
That thing is 40 pounds now. Mine's 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you start cutting everything out.
I did that the other day. I was been getting ready and everything since season's rolling around, and I just threw a bunch of my barbells in my backpack and started walking around, making sure I'm like, man, how can I shave off a couple pounds here? How can I shave off
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Annual memberships are $30 a year?
Yep, $30. Your family's $40. And what that gets you a shirt or hat. We give you a badge basically saying you're a member.
Okay.
And all the money that we do, we put it right back in the community. So that's the one thing about us as a 501c3 is we have no paid positions. Everything we do goes right back out. So
awesome.
I mean, we're very big on family involvement, supporting the community.
Yep.
And what you'll see at the Elk Seminar, I mean, you're going to see these kids get bombarded with free stuff. It's about them. It's about the next generation. So.
You guys going to have an elk bugling or anything like that going on there too, or is that?
That's part of elk. So part of what Wayne does is he's a phenomenal caller, and that's why he does it. So you're going to see some amazing elk calling by him, and he's going to be teaching some techniques. So that's part of what he's going to be doing. So and what's kind of neat is Danielle, she actually owns a mapping company. So she came down with them.
Oh, cool.
So she actually drew an out-of-state elk tag, and it's a limited opportunity. So Corky and Wayne and her are on her elk hunt right now. So they flew in Thursday night. They drove up, so they're hunting right now. So, so I'm sure there'll be some storytelling about that.
Sure, absolutely. You also have sponsorships available for Christian Hunters of America. Also has sponsorships available for local businesses that are interested in being a part of it. Any closing thoughts?
Man, I just when I think about Christian Hunters of America, I mean that's why I'm involved. And I know when I first got involved with Desert Christian Archers back in the day, I was younger. It was just about me. What I learned is through this group of men, women, and watching some of these kids grow up. It's crazy. Now some of these kids were young, and now they're adults. They're graduating. Watching these individuals that are a family, and I think that's part of what we forget sometimes is. So many of these hunting, different groups or things are you're solo hunting. It's about an individual person, and what we're doing is we're building up these relationships with people. And I think that's why I'm involved with Christian Hunters of America, because it's about impacting the lives of people. And seeing just the fellowship, and I know, and I look back when my son was diagnosed, seeing. Christian Hunters of America come and support our family. I mean, it was incredible. And you look at the sponsorships and all these other companies. I mean, all the local bow shops and Cabela's and Sportsman's Warehouse. I mean, so many of these companies, Ross Outdoors and Corner Archery, Trailhead Outdoors. I mean, they came. It was incredible. Arizona Archery Club. I mean, I remember the Arizona Bow Station called up and said, "Hey, we're going to donate a crossbow because we heard your son got it." Next day, Arizona Archery Club, "Hey, bring that bow and we're gonna have you sight in and do some things." But it was just one thing after another. And I think when I think about Christian Hunters America, it's about a community of families that have a mission because they love hunting, but they have a faith of spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ because at some point, you know, we're all senseless, you know, to end our life at some point. And we're here to give that salvation through a means of hunting without pressure and just by watching us. And if you have interest and you have questions, we'll talk to you. If not, come hang out. We're going to, and a lot of people realize, hey, Christians can't, you know, you can't out, you know, these guys don't want to drink stuff. And I'll tell you, you come to any of our camps, there's, you know, we'll drink beer with you and things like that because we're human. And, you know, and that's part of it is, and a lot of guys will come in like, well, I drink beer. Well, come on in. I'll have a beer with you. It's no big deal. We're here to love on you and teach you. We're not here to judge you. And I think that's the thing that I love about Christian Hunters America is no matter where you're at, you know, we're here to give back. And that's where our seminars, all the seminars that we do is about impacting the community. And what's kind of cool is Calvary Church up on I-17. Dick King was there, and he just went up to one of the associate pastors and said, hey, can I have a room? So they gave him a small room. So since 2001 to 2018, they've allowed us to take over the whole church. For this event, that we take over their whole church. It's an incredible that they basically give us a key to their church, but they see what we do. And something that's really important that we do is they have a thing called Man in Ministry. So that's where they feed the homeless. They have families come there struggling. Christian Hunters America will bring in more canned food on Tuesday what the church does in 1 year. So we'll bring in probably 10,000 different items that'll supply them for the rest of the time. You know, and we think about that impact. I mean, that's a partnership. You know, that's from all of these people that are coming to hear about an elk seminar. That see on our flyer, hey, we're giving away $25 gift cards at Cabela's and Sportsman's Warehouse. We're giving all these gifts away. And you get a ticket for every food item you get. And so they're doing it because they want to do it, and they also get something out of it. But for us, is we're able to impact a church and a community through a need that's so highly needed. You know? So it's kind of cool to see the give and the take and things like that.
Absolutely. And the more tight knit that community gets, the better it's going to get for everyone. Because, you know, like for your experience, if you know if if there's a family that's in need, whether it's just emotionally or you know by some sort of physical support or whatever like that, you know, then that community
we just
is
did
there.
that. We had there's a guy that's on a lot of the Facebook hunting forums. He just lost a son. He had a young son, and so we've known him for a long time, and you know, just based on he's never been to any of our stuff, but we've known him. So we went and bought a bow and guns, and we had raffles. We raised a lot of money, and we were able to send him and his wife a really nice check saying, hope it helps you. You know, we were praying for you. We love you. You know, we can't imagine what you're going through. But at least here's some money to help cover some cost and whatever it is, because it's the right thing to do. You know, and it's just there was another guy we saw. He said, "Hey, we're going to donate a bunch of hats. I'm going to donate 10 hats with embroidery, and I want to raise money." One of our members said, "Hey, I just saw this. Let's just offer him an outrageous amount of money so nobody else bids on it." So we did, which was probably 6 or 8 times the normal cost would have it, because we wanted to write that check because it went to a good cause. And that's why all the money that comes in, it goes right back out to the families. You know, and that's why we're here. I mean, we're just a funnel of money. You know, we that's why we have all these silent auctions that you see, all these donors that give us stuff, because they know that the money that we're going to get is going to go back in the community, and they're investing in something that it's the right thing to do. And the other part that to kind of touch on, which is kind of neat, is right now we have one member that goes to Calvary Church. So all of our Christian Hunters America, I only know of one person that still goes, and they still open that door. The rest of us are all from all different churches from all over the valley. We have some that come from up north. We have 2 from Black Canyon City. We have 1 from Prescott that come. We have 1 from Tucson. And we have a bunch that don't even go to church. So it's kind of cool that you can have the Christian Hunters America that's in a church that are represented by all these different bodies of the church. For, you know, and there's no boundaries. And we're in a lot of churches, there's kingdoms built, and they, you know, and here it's like you come as you are. And that's a cool thing. Absolutely. And what we'll see too on this coming up on Tuesday is I'll get an email, because I manage our info at Christian Hunters America. For a lot of these people, they've never been to church. And I'll get an email. I do every year. Every time we have a seminar, we get one. I'll get something, or they'll walk up to me or one of the board members and say, I've never even parked in a church parking lot, let alone walked in the doors of a church. And for them, that's a huge step. Because there's a fear and there's an unknown. But because we're talking about hunting and we have knowledge that we want to give them, then we present it in a way that's just, hey, we're here to teach you. You know, if you don't want to buy any of our raffle tickets or whatever we're doing, or silent auction, if you don't want, hey, it's no big deal. Come and enjoy it. There's no cost. Come enjoy it and leave. You know, so it's kind of neat, and that's why we do what we do. So
it's a great way to reach people. Definitely. So let's do one more reminder here. We got Tuesday, July 17th, the Elk Seminar by Christian Hunters of America.
Yep.
Got Wayne Carlton presenting. If you decide to eat, it's $10 a plate. Got the silent auction. Doors will open at 5.
5 o'clock, yep.
Okay.
So 5 o'clock is kind of like the pre where we have dinner going. We're
Yep.
going to have some different discussions. The Arizona Elk Society is going to be doing a presentation, so you can come and listen to their presentations. So,
Perfect.
Make sure you bring the kids. Kids are always welcome. There will be lots of kids there, so it's going to be really good. So.
That's awesome. So if you want to find more about Christian Hunters of America, you can go to christianhuntersofamerica.org. You can find them on Facebook, Christian Hunters of America, Instagram,
Yep. And we got
Christian Hunters of America.
Yep. We just got our first Instagram account a few months ago,
Nice.
so we're still learning there. So
If you want to email or have any questions, you can info@christianhuntersofamerica.org. And I think that's pretty much it, Mike.
That's great. No,
yeah.
It's fantastic. Just a great time.
Thanks again for coming out. I appreciate you giving me your time. I know it's with the seminar and everything.
Yeah.
You're probably swamped right now, so I really appreciate it.
It's crazy, and and having somebody like yourself, that somebody, a man of faith, that wants to give back and starting this side business of doing this.
Yep.
It's kind of cool to see what you're doing just on the Facebook side and the social media and seeing the following. Because again, it's about partnerships, and that's one thing that we learned is it's not about us. It's not about just our organization. It's about how can we impact everybody and come together for a common cause. So I really appreciate it. So
thank you, sir.
That's good. So I guess we're gonna have some people maybe call in or check in, or
yeah. Well, we got a couple of viewers here. It looks like my live feed might actually cut out, but we'll go ahead and give it a few minutes here for the live feed if anybody has any questions. Other than that, guys, this is episode 10 of the BowhuntingAZ podcast, out here with Mike Ornoski of Christian Hunters of America. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you in the next episode.
Thanks again for joining us today. I really enjoyed having Mike on the podcast. Make sure to come on out to the free elk seminar this coming Tuesday, July 17th, starting at 5 p.m. The seminar is being held at the Calvary Community Church right off of I-17. Info will be posted on all of our social media and the podcast website. I'm super excited to announce that all fire restrictions in Arizona have been lifted as of Friday, July 13th. Make sure to check out the upcoming 3D archery shoots. BowhuntingAZ will be attending the Clint Wells reboot on August 10th to the 12th. The first person to find us out there will get a free t-shirt. We'll also be podcasting live at the event. Make sure to follow BowhuntingAZ on Instagram and Facebook @BowhuntingAZ. And please make sure to hit subscribe, leave us that 5-star review. It'll really help us out. In the meantime, guys, God bless, and we'll see you in the next episode.